Alright, Lee.
Ten seconds. And pick your time off. I'll back you. She dropped that way by accident. That's pretty low, remember how long we are.
Lee's been going mad at me for having taking too long putting my wraps on, so I've got some ready made here.
Here's something you prepared earlier.
Something I prepared earlier.
Great fan of blue people, whatever, mate.
Honest to God, it used to take me about half an hour to put my wraps on, but it's alright that though. Straight on.
That's tricks of the trade, mate. You're learning fast. Have you not seen all the journeymen?
No.
All the journeymen turn up to shows with their old bandages.
Well, I've just ordered. Have you seen them on the internet? The Fortress Fast Wraps.
Yeah.
See them?
Yeah.
Fortress Fast Wraps. So they're on the way. See how they work like that, and then you pull them through, like the little thin things. It's just like a fruit individual. I was just telling him you was getting a bit naffed off with me taking my time putting my wraps on, so that makes some.
And that, see what he sat on now, is going to get broke. When he walks in gym, that's got to go. It's only because you're here, we're being nice. Else that gets stood up. Time, 8, go again. Put him off. Sort it out, what he does here well, doesn't he? Ready? Start with the big one. Go. Off. That's it. Against chest. Boom. That's it again. Now wait, and then you're off again. Off. Don't go overstepping. Come on, carry on through. You don't need a break. Good lad. Again. Hush. 3. Again. Go faster. 2. Out. Power. Come on. Good. 1, 2. Roll. Out. Roll. Off. Again. Faster. Off. Yeah. Up. Out. Cross. Again. Double cross. 20 left. Play back roll. Forward. Smash through him. Come on. Sit down. Time, because I can't do anymore. Fucked. I can't run away like that anymore. Go, pick it up. Nice shot. Walk it off.
Onto steps now, yeah?
Yeah, just walk it off. Steady.
Lee, when you first met James, he was training doing MMA?
Yeah, came to me from the MMA coach, sent him upstairs for some stand-up boxing to obviously go into his MMA and his BJJ. But after about a week, I said, pointless that MMA carrying, just stick to your boxing. Because he was never going to be an MMA.
So that was about, what, 3.5 years ago?
Yeah, 3.5 years ago.
Never done any combat sport before?
No, played rugby, football. Fit lad, always a fit lad, but not done anything combat wise. And
once he came to you, how long before you realised that he's got potential?
Well, we had him, he boxed after about 6 months. We got him, I knew within a week or two he shouldn't be doing anything else, just boxing. And then about 6 months in it, we had him his first couple of fights. But about 7 fights in, I said, I saw a turnaround and we started training proper. And I thought, give him a couple of decent fights now and a bit of decent training, and I think there's potential to be a professional, maybe a professional boxer if he keeps it up, keeps the training up.
Well, that was a year ago you made that decision to turn pro.
Turn pro, yeah.
Literally, he's a week into his 2nd year as a pro. How how far do you think the kid can go? Because I was saying to you before, you know, your career, you've been in this sport 40 years, amateur and professional, now coach. Trained with some of the best kids around. Fought some of the best lads around. The guys that beat you all went on to win versions of world titles. So, you know, you're pretty experienced in that sense. Where do you think he can go?
I'm not going to put a cap on it. I think if he wins, he's full-time training now, he's jacked his job in, and there's been in the last 6 months been massive difference in training and in his performances in gym and in his fights. I think he will win a version of some kind of title, English Central area, something like that.
But how far away do you think he is from an English or say Central area title?
He's 6 fights coming up now. I don't see, if he carries on in the same style as doing, which he will, 8-10 fights in, I think we should be looking at a 8 rounder, 10 rounder.
So you're hoping to perhaps in the next 18 months get him to English title level, and then that's when you're going to reevaluate?
Well, really, just see whatever title he gets, whether it be English Central area or Challenge Belt, whatever it is, I guarantee he'll win one of them, and then the doors open and the opportunities will come through. And I don't see why, if we get the right opportunity and if the time's right, you never know, he could win anything.
James, I bumped into you a year ago when you made your pro debut down at Victoria Warehouse.
Yes.
Come from nowhere, a white collar kid, and you brought some pretty good skills to your pro debut, mate. And since then, you've just been getting better and better and better. How can this be?
Obviously, I've put it down to Mr. Lee Blundell, my coach. He's absolutely fantastic coach. I love training, I love working hard, I love digging deep, and with Lee's skill and his attributes and his knowledge, we put together something and we're just excelling from here on, and it's a pleasure to be in the gym. So I believe a happy fighter is a dangerous fighter.
Yeah, no, it's certainly working, mate. You're getting people talking about you in a positive way.
Yeah.
But I want to go right back to the beginning.
Yeah.
I think we've touched on it in other interviews, but for people who haven't watched it, how do you? It's not like most kids come into boxing because they've had a hard upbringing and they're always scrapping on the streets.
Yeah.
So their mum and dad have brought them to a gym and thought, this will sort them out. But that wasn't the case for you. No,
it wasn't really the case for me. Like I said, we've touched on it before. I liked to watch MMA. I watched a couple of videos. I followed Ronda Rousey quite well, and I thought, if she can do it, I can give it a shot. I went up to an MMA gym, give it a shot. Lee Blundell was doing the boxing there. I just took to Lee Blundell as a person massively, took to boxing massively, and the rest is history, really. I can't really remember. I'll be honest, it's been a bit of a whirlwind. I can't really remember stages in the life.
Well, when you came to this sport then, you didn't expect to be a professional fighter. You were doing a little bit of white collar.
Yes.
Lee seen something in you that he felt he could work with.
Yeah.
Now you've made it. You've proved that you've got an attribute to this sport. You're 5-0. When did you first feel that this was a sport that you could excel in?
Do you know what? I'll be 100% honest here. The first time I actually started believing was after my first professional fight at Warehouse. I had my first professional fight at Warehouse, and I tell you what, that is the best buzz when I got my hand lifted I have ever had in my entire life.
Well, you played football to a decent level, you played rugby to a decent level.
Exactly, yeah.
Is it comparable?
No. I believe, and all my rugby friends now are gonna have a big laugh at me now and go mad at me, but you can have a bad game at rugby. There's 13 lads on that pitch, you can have a bad game. You can't hide in the ring. You can't hide in that boxing ring. You have a bad day in the boxing ring, you get beaten, everyone sees you get beat. So I just loved it, like we touched on it this afternoon. I like knowing that if I did end up losing, it'd be my own fault. Or do you know what I mean? I like knowing that how much I put in is how much I'm going to get out. So it's just down to me.
And you're putting everything in, aren't you?
I'm putting 150%.
Because you gave up work.
Gave up everything. I'm lucky to have a great, strong, supportive family, supportive girlfriend. As you can see by me,
your dad's
your biggest
fan,
in the
isn't
kitchen, yeah. But do you know what? I've got a fantastic, sportive family. My grandparents are so supportive. My girlfriend, my girlfriend puts up with a lot. I don't go out, I don't drink. and it must be hard, it must be tough, but end of the day, I need this, I enjoy it, and you know what, I want it so much, it is unbelievable. I dream about it. When I go out running, I don't think about anything else. I lie in bed at night and I can't switch off, because I think, can I be doing a little bit extra, could I go for a run now, do I need, but like Lee keeps saying to me, you need to rest, you need to rest, and I have to listen to Lee, because he's been there, he's done it, he's worn every t-shirt that's been out there. So, but it's just a sport to me which I'm honest to God, as you can tell by me getting worked up, I feel so passionate about it. There's nothing, I don't know, I feel like the world is my oyster now. I just want to go out there and get it and show everyone. I've had a bit of hate in my time around the local area, a bit of hate like, and it's great to prove them wrong, it's great to show them, listen, with the right effort, the right team, the right nutrition, anything is possible in life. Don't ever think that you're not good enough, anything is possible. Well,
one final point is, you started in this sport as a middleweight.
Yes.
A year into it.
Yeah.
And the opportunity is you might be fighting as a welterweight.
Well, I made 10 stone 10 against Danny Little.
And that was on the day?
No, day before weigh-in, because we had the weigh-in, didn't we? When he come in 11 stone, a bit heavy. But I made 10 stone 10 that day, so 10 stone 7.
Not too far away.
He's not too far away. And in all fairness, there was not much cutting or anything with that, so I felt very, very comfortable at 10 stone 10. In fact, very comfortable at 10 stone 10. The 10 stone 7, I think I'll be able to make that with ease, and I think I'll be strong, very strong at welterweight.
Well, we'll leave it on that, and May the 5th, like I say, hopefully I'll be chatting to you.
May the 5th be with you.
And you'll be 6-0, mate.
Thank you very much, I really appreciate it today, mate.
See you later, mate. Bye.
Thank you very much.